you said you're missing that you're not talking about anything that is good with females, shaming females are your core topics. Do you care to elaborate?
So when I was writing this, I didn't really watch you enough, and then I started watching your show.
Mm-hmm.
And what I understood now, when you are lifting females up, is like that you want them to be quiet and listen to you and be in the kitchen. Is that qualities that is right that you like?
Have I ever said that?
No, I'm asking because that is the picture I got from it.
The picture you got is what?
That you like a female that is home, stay home,
mm-hmm.
that is not working. And yeah, so I thought, for me, I would wish that you would bring up like hardworking females that is doing good by themselves and stuff like that. Yeah.
You wish, wait, sorry, repeat that last part. You wish that I brought up hard work. What's the?
Like females that are doing what they want to in life.
What if a woman wants to stay?
That is perfectly fine. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, of course.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
So wait, I need to combat your accusations here. What exactly are you saying?
No, because when you are lifting a female up, that is the example, right? Stay at home, taking care of children.
What do you mean when I'm lifting a female up?
When you are like giving a role model for females.
I think
I'm not really following. Can you?
I think I've only heard you say that you like introverted women, which doesn't necessarily mean that.
Yeah, I don't think those words have ever left my mouth that a woman belongs in the kitchen, but
no, that's why I'm asking you.
Misrepresenting
that's why I'm
said.
asking you.
This is why, going back to your previous point, I've never said any of those things ever. This is how dangerous women are. You literally make shit up.
Okay.
You literally lie, but go ahead. Why don't you try to actually articulate my position? Go ahead.
So for me, if I'm gonna lift a female up, that would be like listening to themselves, what you wanna do in life, what you wanna work with, start a career and stuff like that. And would you agree with that?
What do you mean? I don't understand. What? Would I agree that it's lifting a woman up to have a career as opposed to being in poverty?
It's supposed.
Sure. Yeah.
Or would you say that she should stay at home with children? Or like if you're like, okay, girls, you have a team of girls and you're gonna coach them to do the right things in life.
Well, I think if a woman wants to pursue a career, she can. I think the best relationship dynamic is one where the man's the breadwinner and the woman is there taking care of the household and the family and the children. If a woman doesn't want to do that, that's totally fine. But in terms of what I view as the best relationship dynamics and what's going to make a relationship more likely to last longer and what's going to be better for the children, not what's better for the woman, but what's better for the children, yeah, I think it's a better dynamic. Instead of you being at work and passing on your children to some daycare, who knows what's going to happen there? Yeah, I think the mother is probably better suited to take care of the children than sending your newborn to daycare with strangers. Is that a hot take?
No, I agree. You know, in Sweden, you got paid to stay home with your child for 1 year.
Sure.
And so the female and the man can decide who's staying home with the kid, and then they get 80% of their salary for staying home. And I think it's paid up to 1.5 year, 1 year and a month you get paid for staying home. And then you have daycare that you're paying for.
Yeah. But so
that makes it easy for a female to have both.
I mean, I think that I don't object to women pursuing a career. In fact, I mean, when it comes to certain things, like I would love to see more women in the sciences and technology, because I think we should be, and I use this word in the best way, we should be exploiting women's intelligence so that we can tackle things like research when it comes to cancer, illnesses, this sort of thing. I'd love to see as many women and men as possible pursuing these things so we can tackle the things that I think are really matter, which is these illnesses. But If we're talking about dating,
And I totally agree, but it's hard for her to do that if she needs to take care of the children, you see. If
well,
she,
yeah, there's sacrifices.
Yeah, of course. But if you do sacrifice that, then you don't have a chance to go and be a scientist afterwards.
I think you do. I think I would like to stay home and raise my children, but I think once my children go off to school and then I have that open free time, then I'm able to kind of go and look and see what I want to do to fill that time. And then I can be a scientist, I can research cancer, 'cause then I do have that free time when they're at school.
So how old are you when you're at school?
The child starts preschool, pre-K, around 4 or 5 years old. So, I mean, you sacrificing 4 years out of your life, I don't see that as a problem to where I know what my child is learning. I know where my child is at. I know who's watching my child versus me going out and passing my child off to a stranger that I have no idea what their background looks like. I'm not able to see them, how they're playing, how they're being treated if another kid went and hurt them and they get in trouble instead of the child who hurt my child. I would like to kind of see what my child is doing rather than give it off or pass it off to a daycare, child care center.
Yeah, I see your point, and I think you should go with that. But for me, it's not really that you're passing your child to a stranger. I guess you have a relationship with the daycare and the people working there, the same as the school. It's the same argument. Why would you go send your kids to school if they're only strangers? Of course, you have a relationship with the school and the teachers and stuff like that.
So what is the criticism?
The criticism was to lift those kind of females up. That you don't.
Why?
Because I think that is important, that we do have females that educate themselves and go into fields of science or...
So should we tell them it's more important than having a family?
No, I don't think so at all. But I think you should be able to see both sides of it.
Yeah, and I think we already have that. And we have that more than we're telling women, hey, having a happy family, having a partner, having a husband, having children. Like, what do you think society is telling women more? Pursue family or pursue career?
Oh, it depends a little bit. I don't know how it is in America or the States, but in Sweden, we get a lot of security and help from the society to have children. That helps you, and you get paid for having children. So, I mean, yeah.
Okay. But
So that is telling us that it's okay to give birth and have birth.
Right, but so what's your actual objection?
And the objection... Yeah, I'm just trying to say that it's both worlds of it, that we really need to see the beautiful of a career woman as well.
The beauty of a... Yeah, but I'm more in favor of more traditional... look, I'm not perfectly traditional, but I'm more in favor towards more traditional relationship dynamics. And I see society moving away from that, and it's more so...
Harold donated $100. We always talk, celebrate and glorified the working female well, ignoring the women that want to be a housewife. Feminism has ruined the lower class women's ability to be a stay-at-home.
Yeah.
Well, I really think females
Thank you,
should
Harold.
choose. Like, if you really want to be a stay-at-home wife, do it, because it's your life.
But what is the other stuff about shaming females? What?
Can you read this sentence?
Yeah, you said, I'm missing that you not talking about anything that is good with females, shaming females are your core topics.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about body counts and females having active life and stuff like that, you're not lifting that up as anything normal or like it's okay. It's really making like the female be in a certain category. Like the difference between this guy here who's saying that he had intercourse with 300 people, it was just, okay, it is what it is. But if one of us was saying that, it would be like really not just slide by like that.
What do you mean?
if I said the same thing, you will really be questioning me, and why aren't you doing that with him?
I don't know. She said her body count is 50, 60. I don't think I really.
Brian didn't say anything about it.
I didn't
in
really.
that topic.
No, but 50 and 300.
You were just exaggerating with him. So.
Yeah, I don't ever remember him saying 300. I think.
No, well, in any case.
It was alleged.
Well, so I mean, I'll engage with you even on that though. So, so you're saying if there's a double standard, like if I judged women more harshly for having a high body count, but I didn't judge men for it, yeah, what's actually wrong with that?
Yeah, in my world we are equal. Yeah.
Who pays on the first date?
It depends who asked who out.
Yeah, let's explore that. So, even in super liberal, progressive Sweden, are men still asking women out at higher rates than the reverse?
Oh, I don't know the percent, but I know that it's.
How about your own experience?
One more time. If I asked a guy out.
Your own experience of all the first dates you've ever been on, did you ask for the first date or did the guy?
No, I have asked guys out. Yes.
That's not the
But
question.
I don't. Okay.
You asked. How many first dates have you been on?
I don't really know actually.
Hundreds?
Maybe 20.
20? Okay. Of the 20, did you ask the guy out?
Maybe. What can I say? 7 of them.
Okay, so majority men. Okay. So, and I'm talking first dates here, not like you've been dating for 3 months and, oh, hey, you want to get dinner, right? So, you say whoever asks should pay, but even in super liberal, equal places like Sweden, men are still going to be initiators when it comes to dating.
Yeah, but you do get dates the other way around. So if a girl sees a guy that she want to ask out, she asks him out.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If a guy's experience is he's been on 100 first dates, and 99 of them he has to ask the girl out, and one time the girl asks him out, is that equal?
No, maybe
but
not.
It happens, right?
But
So
I mean,
what's-
just because that example, if you take a guy, if a girl find a guy attractive, she will ask him out. So maybe your example was not someone that girls want to ask out.
What? I thought you could stay till 9, Liam. Yeah, we're doing the show. We're doing the show, man. So, a little confused here.
So what I'm trying to say is, if a girl find a guy attractive,
Do you
doesn't
prefer-
wait for him to ask her out. She can ask him out.
She can, but do they?
Yeah, they do, 100%.
At equal rates.
Maybe when you find someone attractive, they ask them out. Yes.
I would wager, even in feminist utopia Sweden, women are not asking out men at similar rates.
Yeah, but maybe not at similar rates. But when we do find someone attractive, we do ask them out.
I'm sure there's a disparity, like statistically, between places. But I kind of came in halfway through the topic, so I'm talking out of school a little bit here.
No, but it is true. I see that you don't believe me.
No, I was coming to juice up the bad dating stories. That's
I promise you, I have an example
here.
at the hotel.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
3 older guys are sitting in the bar, and then 4 young, very beautiful girls comes over and try to talk to them. And the girls were flirting with the guys, and then...
How old were the guys?
Sorry?
How old were the men?
Maybe 30s?
3 guys sitting in the bar at your hotel?
Yes.
Okay.
And then like 18, 20-year-old girls come in and approach the guys, sitting down with them. And it ended up, when the girls went to the toilet, they snuck out. The guys left without saying anything to
But
them.
not women, girls.
Wow, that was...
So, I mean, you see, it is happening, and the guys...
I don't deny that women approach men. Yes, it happens. But if we're having a conversation, I'm going to be talking about generalities here. So I would argue, even in Sweden, generally speaking, women are not taking that sort of initiative to the same frequency and same degree.
Not as often, basically.
Yeah,
Here,
maybe
let me ask you a question. How many times have you been approached in person by a guy?
Maybe a handful.
Did you go out to bars?
Sorry?
Okay, did you go to college in Sweden?
Yes.
Did you go to college parties? Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Oh, so we go to a pub.
You'd go to a bar?
Yeah.
Okay, how many times do you think you've been to a bar or nightclub in Sweden?
Oh, I don't know how many.
Hundreds?
Yeah, maybe.
Hundreds? Would you say you got approached maybe at least once a night by a guy?
No, maybe of those hundreds, maybe 5 times.
You've been
It's,
to a bar 100+ times and you've only been approached 5 times?
yeah, but of the 100, but maybe, of course, more. But
Of course more. Okay.
but because I've been in a bar more than 100 times. But
You've only
I
been
think-
approached 5 times?
yeah, it's
In a
not that
bar.
often. No.
Okay. By guys, but you have been approached.
Yes.
Okay. How many times have you approached a guy in a bar?
Maybe the same amount.
I don't believe it at all, but okay. I find that
Cute?
questionable.
No, but it
Super
is true,
questionable.
mate. I promise you.
No, I'm sure that, no, I
And
trust
you
you.
will see
No, I mean, like, you seem like you have the confidence to
Yeah.
approach a guy. I can see you approaching a guy. I think Brian's point is trying to say that statistically speaking, it's the
Yeah, maybe I
outlier.
would agree with
The
it. Maybe-
outlier, not the norm.
Maybe
Is
it's
that
not 50-50 of
Yeah.
it, but
No, it's not
it's
50-50.
very, it's
But I can
close
see you
to it.
approaching a dude, so yeah, with some charisma.
You ever been on a dating app?
Yes.
And do you get more messages than you receive or you send out? I mean,
Yes, that's true.
how many messages do you get? First messages?
Maybe 15?
A day?
No, when I have the app,
Oh, what app have you got?
Tinder.
Can I ask, how is the pool in Tinder for anyone that's been on? Have you been on Tinder?
Swedish
Long
Tinder.
time ago. Long time ago.
I was exposed to some pretty
terrible.
dark- I was exposed to the worst of society when I was on Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here, while
Leftovers.
I'd like to ask the other girls then this. So, how many first dates have you been on? By the way, first date includes like just hanging out with, it doesn't have to be formal, like going out to dinner. It could be like, I know people just will go over to somebody's house. It could be just like a hangout.
Yeah, gotcha. Probably like 5, but I've been in like long relationships, so yeah, I haven't really
Okay.
been on that many.
And then, so of the first dates, did you ask for the first date or did the guy?
The guy.
Okay, and then going to you, how many first dates, hangouts have you been on?
I think countless. I don't know. I've been on like a lot of dates and
Like 100+ probably.
yeah, exactly.
What was the breakdown in terms of who asked for the date? Was it you or the guy?
Always the guy.
Always
I've
the guy?
only asked like one guy to
And
go
you've been
out
on
with me.
only one guy, and you've been on 100 dates.
Yeah. I've only
100
asked
plus
out-
dates.
Yeah, I've
and you've
only
only
asked
asked out one guy.
person.
Okay. What about you? How many dates or hangouts have you been on?
20 to 30.
Okay. And then of all those, what was the breakdown? Like how many?
Always the guy.
Always the guy asked you? Okay.
It's always the guy asking.
Always the guy. How many first dates or hangouts have you been on?
A lot.
10, 20,
10,
50?
20.
Okay. Always the guy. What about you?
What'd you think?
Into the mic?
What do you think?
I think every time the guy asked you, but okay. So
Because if I
How many
ask
first-
them, I'm
how
most
many
likely not going to get paid.
how many first dates or
Countless. Can't even tell you.
100 plus? 100 plus dates. Okay.
How many dates have you been on?
A lot.
Have you really?
Yeah.
And did anyone ask you out?
I've had girls reach out to me.
How many?
Can you scoot your mic back to where it was, please? You can scoot it to the edge of the table, scoot it to the edge.
They're
move
very
it this way.
sensitive. You got to get like this.
Yeah.
Is that great?
Yeah.
So what was your question?
Did you get invited to a first date?
Pretty rare. Pretty rare. But yes,
only
I
had
have.
twice.
What do
I
they
have.
look like?
His type.
Were they your type?
Sure, yeah. But pretty rare, I would say 99% of the first dates I've been on, I asked for the first date. And then all the other steps of initiative, I also took. First message, or I approached her first, asked for the number, did all the coordination, paid for the date, moved things forward from there. First kiss, further than first kiss. Pretty much always, as the guy, you're going to take initiative.
What do you feel about a girl taking the first step?
I don't mind if a girl takes initiative. I don't like it when they're like super aggressive about it. Like if they're like masculine about it, like, oh, want to fuck? You want to fuck?
The only guy.
But if she's like feminine and she's like kind of cutesy asking me out, or like, that's fine.
What were you
totally
gonna say?
fine. Not an issue.
If a girl asked you on a date, would you pay for it though? Or if the girl asked you, you would want her to pay?
I would probably just still pay.
Can we go on a
Probably
date?
still
Can we
pay.
go on a date?
No.
Why? Because you see me without makeup?
Yeah, that. No, I mean, just you're a sex worker. No offense, but
And you're
not a
worker?
sex. I'm not a sex worker.
But what would you do?
exploitation worker.
What? Okay, let's go there.
Oh no! I'm trying to get some positivity in this podcast. I'm gonna get the positivity if it kills me.
Wait.
Now.
So okay, what does that mean?
I don't know.
No, I'll engage briefly though. What,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do
So
it.
why would
I'm
you
trying to keep
date?
this
Why would
table
you not
alive.
date a sex worker? Why?
Huh?
Why would you not date a sex worker? So you would date a woman that, like, most women have sex with her for free, but you wouldn't date one that makes men pay.
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
I said you would date a woman that would let multiple men have sex with her for free, but you would not date a woman that makes a man pay for her to have sex with her. Because you said you don't date sex workers, but you date like whores that do it for free.
When did I say that?
Well, obviously,
you would
if
have
they
to.
don't. If,
You would have to point to something I've said that would actually lead you
Can I
to
give you a
believe
correction?
that.
I just think